Yesterday, I sat down with my dad for dinner, and we were talking about what can and can't be considered racist. It was mostly a joke topic, just something to talk about while we ate. But then he looked at me and he said, Elliot, if I told you that black people in America, African American people, committed a disproportionate amount of violent crime when compared to, say, white people, would that statement be racist? And I said, and I believed it at the time, that no, of course not. That's not racist. That's a true fact. What you said wasn't false. And it's not creating a negative stereotype, a false stereotype about black people. It's true. But what I didn't realize at the time was that even though the statement was true, you're saying something true that makes people believe something that is false. Because these black people committing more crimes isn't because of their race. They don't commit it because they're black. They commit it because of different family dynamics, because of poverty, lack of father figures, stuff that was caused by prejudice to them much earlier down the line. And even though we're taught at a young age that correlation isn't the same as causation, when you're told a blatant fact like that, yeah, black people commit a higher amount of crime, people naturally think that means black people are more prone to committing crime. When, if you checked with how poor somebody is, you checked where they lived or what living conditions they were in, you'd see that that correlates even stronger with violent crime. And that's the real causation, not the race itself. I like the idea of people of different races and sexes all being treated relatively equally. Not equally, but people get the same start, the same equal opportunity, and then they can build their own reputation without this prejudice, this pre-caused inequality, right? But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen for a long time. And it's important to acknowledge that even this true factual information can be misinforming. When you specify something like that, you should specify to all the people who don't understand the full scope of the statement. Yes, black people in America commit not the majority of the crimes, but they commit more crimes than their white counterparts, their European, not Native American, but, white American counterparts. But that's mostly because of these other things and not because of their race. There is no race that innately is more violent or has more sexual desire or acts in this different way. It's because of cultural norms and it's because of their environment. Yeah, okay. Thank you very much. That was my topic for today. I think I kind of repeated myself a bit. Yeah. But I had a good day. It was nice. I went over to my grandma's house, my nana's house, and we all had food, and it was nice to hang out with my extended family and talk and stuff, and I met new people. We had this family stop by, one of my mum's friends, and they were nice. It was nice to have a conversation with people. I've got this poster for Bipolar, this kind of album it'll be releasing in a week now. The single is releasing tomorrow, and then the next Monday it'll be out, the whole album. I'm looking forward to it. It's not the best. I mean, the lyrics are a bit rude, but it's funny. It's great. The greatest album ever, in fact. And I'm excited. We're making a music video, we're making posters, all sorts of stuff, and it'll be sick as. Alright. Goodbye. Have a great night. Have a great morning. just have a great day. Talk to people. I love talking to people. And yeah, think about what you want to do today, what you want to do with your life. All right. Toodles.